a trading nation. We don't manufacture things. Yeah. So that is why we are quite comfortable. I haven't seen a lot of blackout in Kenya of late. Yeah. And yet we have only 3,000 megawatts. Now what happens? In South Africa, they have power cut every day. I was there a couple of weeks ago, and then I saw that even the traffic lights go off. And then chaos ensues, you know. Yes. It is such that they even begun now making jokes. They say that the devil was passing around the wrong zone. Of Johannesburg, and he was now things happen, you know. People begin doing water pumping and irrigation, isn't it? And people begin doing mace milling and welding and making beds and tables and chairs and windows and doors. They begin using internet, food conservation, all sorts of fantastic things. And this is because of electricity. So it's almost like we go around lighting and turning on those marvelous income generating activities. It has a repercussion immediate on the people around there who, on top of this thing I mentioned, they will have better health, better education. So this is the power of electricity. We are very grateful to an institution based in the United States, but very active in our continent, called WRI. And then Benson, and you know why? Because these people have teamed up with us, and we have been working wonderfully. WRI is the one who developed a tool called Energy Access Explorer. Yes? It's a GIS-based tool that maps everything. The solar, the geothermal, the hydro, the biomass, the people, the schools, the hospitals. And then you get everything, like you just look at it. You make data decisions, database decisions. It's marvelous. And it's important because if you don't give one tool, suppose Narok you use a tool to do the counter energy plan. Then MAKUENI, you use another energy plan. Then you go to, say, Kilifi, another. And then you go to, what happens when you have to do the national integrated plan? It is chaos. It is impossible, you see. So that's why we feel that we have started the right way. We went to the Minister of Energy. They were the ones backing the Energy Act that said there has to be a devolution. Then we got the governors. Then now the 2019 Act says, please, people in the counties, have your 5 years energy plans. And then you start from that. There is development hidden there. It is amazing. So sustainability, decarbonization, decentralization, and digitalization. So those are my 3 last words I want to say. We do decarbonization. This is my humble opinion. You can take it with a pinch of salt, or perhaps even a kilo of salt. But I tell you, if we have coal in Kitui, we do not need to unearth that thing and put coal plant in slum, isn't it? No. Because I can assure you, we have already reached the so-called grid parity point, meaning that anybody in this room here, can put his or her own solar system and produce a kilowatt hour cheaper than what the utility is charging you, and big cheaper, you see. There are people, they are called ESCOs, energy service companies. There are ESCOs who can go to you and say, for instance, Benson, let me give you a solar system. Allow me to put some panels on your roof, to have the battery there, the controllers, and voila, take power from this meter here, and I charge you 20% less than what the utility charges. So you don't pay anything. We bring the equipment, we install, we maintain, we insure, and you just get electricity forever. You know, in the sense that there is no power cut. When your neighbor is now crying because they were watching, say, Man City versus Arsenal, and now power has gone. You are the beacon in that village because your house, they have the screen there, you are enjoying. So, what can change our life is not NGO, which you say, well, perhaps we get some money and we do something here, we put some. No, business. The level of money development is like 1,000 times more. You know, which is the most sustainable business in this. I give them this SA put together, you know. Yes, they can do lots of things. So for us, when we do this, right? So I am so glad that you are partnering with us in this beautiful revolution. And then 3Ds, I said, decarbonization. We shall not produce carbon emission in order to develop. Decentralization is because you put your power plant where you are consuming that energy. So where is investment in transmission? No. Where is investment in distribution? No. Where are the losses? Because we have about 25% losses, 100. So you don't need it for practice. We have a solar system since 2008. Yes? 2014, sorry. Yes, 2014. That is coming to 10 years, 8 years now, right? 0.6 mega. We are the only zero carbon footprint university in the whole of South Africa. And guess what? The sun is a very faithful worker, you know, has come every day on this 10 years to work. Yes. Has not got sick a single time. And nobody is there for you and for me. And I tell you, it is so unfortunate that we, as Africa, are in a place called the solar belt. Equator here, 35 degrees up, 35 degrees down. That area. Why is it called solar belt? Because the sun comes every day. Dylan, it comes every now and then, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. So you can spend 4 months in darkness there. So what happens? For us, we say decentralization, we take the people to each country, you see, with your own idiosyncrasies. And finally, digitalization. You know, the Kenya power was having problems, financial problems, some 90 billion negative debt. Why is that? Among other things, because you need there in Mombasa, North Coast, say Kilifi. If you are gets, it will take like a minute to repair it. Now you are losing money. The big guys in Europe, like Enel, go to the moon and back 4 times. Yes, and the same length they have of pipes with the gas. And they have digitalized their whole system. Every asset they have, a transformer, a switch here, a transmission line, or they have what they call twin, digital twin. I have access to it. If they got 19 million connections in Brazil, you know that? From São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Fortaleza. They got, and they made the digital twin of each and every one of those things, such that people in Italy can repair the transformer in São Paulo. What happens? You make more money, there is less. I will receive an SMS from my fridge saying, bring eggs. You see? Because my fridge, you see those ground beans around. So, we will also train, we are already doing so with the Minister of Energy. We are very good partners, and we are training such that when comes the time for the National Integrated Plan, they will do it for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor. You know, technical presentations rarely have a space for jokes. And the professor does it very well, such that even technical as it may sound, there is some humor in the presentation, and we are very happy to tap from your wisdom and the journey of doing the county energy plan and our other energy initiatives have been very fruitful. Thank you, Professor. Yes, next we are going to welcome Ms. Wanjira Madai, the Managing Director, Africa and Global Partnerships.
You asked the governor, he said it's fine. Delighted to see everybody. Your Excellency, Mutula Jr, always good to see you. Your commitment, always inspiring. I'm with you in the Rivers Commission, I'm with you here. Really, the people of Makueni can only be grateful. Because without leadership, let's be honest, nothing is left. So we wouldn't be any. Professor Da Silva, it's always good to see you. And to get KPLC to buy solar from the panels that you've loaded over Stratmore University. And it's really still inspiring because finally people are getting to see that we have to bet on renewables. We have to bet on renewables today because not only of the data that you've presented that is so compelling, but also the reality that actually at the current rate of demand for renewable energy, or at least the rate of demand for energy in Kenya today, it's too expensive. It's too expensive for most Kenyans to actually buy energy from the grid. And so when you have 70% of the income coming from 5% of the population, it's just not good business. And so productive use, and what we're talking about here, about local decentralized energy, is the only way forward. So I really like the fact that we are here, all of us, as WRI, rest assured. I mean, Professor has mentioned some of the tools that we have, but we are, yeah, it is a marriage, it's a partnership that is deep. Jenga, it's good to see you too, because at least we know for Strathmore University, this partnership has been a long, long one. And we're really, really delighted that not only with Strathmore and the UK government, World Resources Institute, this partnership will grow, because MAKUENI has certain parameters in place that are really important. Cities as the drivers of innovation, as the drivers, both in watersheds, but is a watershed that we have to protect it as a watershed that feeds the rivers. And as we were reminded by the governor the other day, right through MAKUENI and in we've also made a very deliberate commitment on water and water integrity, water access, and the role of partnerships that are building new, especially as a front-runner county in this country, to demonstrate that we can actually unlock energy access for household use by unlocking productive use energy. We know that if we can grab the demand from productivity in industry, we can unlock universal access. We don't have to go house by house anymore. We know that right now we can do it by unlocking productive use. The agricultural sector is the mangoes. But I always remember, even as a little child, not to get a mango as tasty as the mangoes that we get from our baby. So I'm really happy to see that that is one of the sectors that we'll be betting on as well, promoting and productivity, production. To be champions of the full implementation of AFTA. So on behalf of WRI, certainly Strathmore, the UK Pact, it is really a privilege that we are here to sign this MOU together to continue a journey. It's not even starting, continue a journey that we will continue to see, not only this renewable energy sector, in the restoration sector, in the water sector. We have to do it across the board and really demonstrate. For WRI, research is the heart of what we do. So rest assured we have the best of the research available. No is not in short. 3, the rest will follow. So we are really, really happy to highlight that we are delighted to sign this tripartite MOU together. And you may not see me all the time, but definitely you'll see me next in MAKUENI. So thank you very much. It's a privilege.
Thank you, Ms. Adai. Your Excellency, apart from the Matters Energy, we also have a team that has come to join us.
Kusaini maneno yetu ya small business development. Asanteni sana na washukuru na please bring them. We want it in the small, small and medium enterprises. Your knowledge, yes, the team enterprises across MAKUENI are here, and we decided we are going to combine with the energy team, Professor Isel Silva. To sign the agreement with MAKUENI.
It's indeed a pleasure to be in the presence of such good people, good thinkers, top brains in the country. To listen to you, Professor, talk about the sun is not going to do it. In the case of MAKUENI, the sun when it comes with the brother and sister. What Marie is, of course, Nigeria. I was happy to sit next to her because then maybe the money that she can grab on me. So it's a pleasure. Professor, thank you for joining us here. You may not know that Professor was supposed to sign an agreement with you in the morning, and he decided to come here so that we can sign the second agreement with Stratmore. We are the county that lives not just I saw things that tells me that when you tell me about September, you are increasing my anxiety. I met, okay, and you can carry all sorts of vaccines. Kenya is lucky to get about 60 of them. I hope that MAKUENI can get one. And I saw innovations on so many things. What disappointed me, I have told Wajira, is that I met an outfit of people called the International Solar Alliance. The International Solar Alliance is in Africa, not Kenya. They are going to Uganda, to Rwanda in another 2 months or so to do a symposium on solar. Now, what bothers me is that there is a document lying somewhere in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, or Ministry of Energy. People are talking about whether we should need to talk about the sun. It's amazing. So I was telling Wajira, when you sit with them, you know who I'm talking about. Tell them there's a document they need to sign quickly. Because we cannot have this discussion about energy if the world has come together to produce, to find a method of solar. And in the case of International Solar Alliance, they have actually said that they are prepared to do a demo for free on health. In the case of Uganda, I saw a live example of a hospital where surgeries are being conducted using solar. The only thing they didn't have in that hospital in Uganda, which we have in MAKUENI, is the national fiber optic cable, which is at our main hospital. They paid $50,000 US to get the connectivity on our fiber optic cable from Kenya. Yet we don't. So I left there wondering whether there is something that we need to do. And that something is exactly what the professor is saying. In the Mango conference, I don't know whether CEO Energy was there. If you're not there, then I need to weep. I have in my office a solar fruit trap, what do you call it? Fruit fly trap, solar. I have it in my office, I can donate it to you. In MAKUENI, somebody brought the innovation of a solar pump that can go up to 110 or something. Isn't it? I was weeping when they were doing that. 110 meters. In MAKUENI, somebody brought solar dryers, correct? Yes. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? As you continue thinking as to whether your energy plan is going to be 100 or 40 pages, or it's going to have 50 paragraphs or not, the people who you are calling champions are already ahead of us. So one day you're going to walk up to a meeting and you're going to when you're going to preach to an AIC choir. They already know. Eviane, Faith is already doing solar. Already. And she's doing them for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's how you're going to deliver. If it's projects, you know what, you know our priorities. Our expenses, if you look at our expenses on health, for example, on energy, what they call a laparoscopy tower. And I saw it in June. I walked into a training room with a more system. That's the cost of our electricity. Machines that would help us do our work. Instead, we are paying to Caesar. He used to work in Kenya, left because of the usual bureaucracies. He just sent me something on my WhatsApp. He wants to set an oxygen plant. He needs 5 megawatts. Uganda is already doing it. Already. Museveni has already done 28 level 4 or 5 hospitals on oxygen. So don't think too much, otherwise you're going to end up with what I call paralysis of thinking. You're going to think too much when you don't need to. These are low-hanging fruits. We know what we need to do. We don't know what we need to do. First, in the principle of subsidiarity, ideally, we should deliver our services at the lowest cost also. So that that resource that we are delivering that service can be utilized for something else. That's how to do it. And let's not wait for the country to wake up. Let's shine the light on the country, because God has blessed us with so much sun. So there's a light in MAKUENI already. Don't wait for sunrise. Sunrise is there. So the son has come with his brother. We have been told. We in terms of what the professor says on digital platforms, are we leading in the country? Yeah. So we are already there. So ladies and gentlemen, I plead with you. Now I'm not issuing an order. If you reconsider your timelines, let's get working quickly. Why do I say so? Because I've learned from the meeting I had in Geneva is that you are just sitting on a pile of money. Nigeria is ready. People are ready to fund these innovations on green energy, alternative sources of energy. All we need to do is say what we need to do and how, and then do the scale up. Let's not wait for somebody else to do it. They start with MAKUENI, the best case scenario, so that other people learn. We love it. I think it's why to now NC. Somebody was asked in the team I was with, what is it in MAKUENI? And I said, it's nothing. We just know how to love our partners. That's it. That's it. That's what will bring Jenga from Mote, where he was last night, with me, all the way to Western. What else? So the work that you're doing, WRI, the work that you're doing, Strathmore, just think about, don't think about it now in the most technical terms, that we are doing some technical work. Just think. And I was asked this question, somebody asked this question from WHO. Think about the person whose life we can save. Think about how many mangoes we can store for another 1 more month. Think about the bumper harvest that we're expecting in MAKUENI, and the biggest problem those farmers are going to have is where to store and how to store. In the true parable of the 7 years of plenty and the 7 years of drought, we have 1 year of plenty. The biggest challenge for us will be where to store this food and how to store it. Our farmers don't have the money to pay for storage facilities, either in Kibwezi or somewhere in CDA. So, I'm the bishop of this religion. I'm going to ask you, like the other one who has been converted, can we expedite these processes? Not just for MAKUENI, for Kenya. Let's benchmark for this country. And this room is full of the best brains you can have. They will not. So don't worry too much about plagiarism and other things. Let's present. I'm all where you need to push, I will. For our friends in general, don't go too far away. We invite you to MAKUENI. When I talk about the pollution, come and see the tail end, so that you can see that what people do at the furthest point of pollution. So there's pollution like I do with so much passion, is to tell the people who are doing this that you are being careless, you are being negligent, you are being evil. Because the water that comes to Nairobi, that is the watershed, is provided for free by God. When you pollute it, you become evil. And therefore, we cast out of the Garden of Eden. So we applaud you for the work that you're doing, and we pledge our support again. And thank you very much, Waziri, for coordinating this team. And of course, I said I see these people in meetings, a lot of them, but it means they are working. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Yes, now we are going now to the formal session of signing the two MOUs. One between the Strathmore University, WRI, and the government of MAKUENI County, and the other one is between the government of MAKUENI County and the Small Businesses Development Center, Strathmore University. So I will hand over this session to the county attorney to take us through. Sansan.
Yes, thank you, Waziri. Your Excellency, with all protocols observed, as we nearly the end of this program, we should now go on to the next step of documenting this process, so that the impression which Your Excellency you are talking about can now be documented and for record purposes. We wish to start with the Strathmore team, and we wish to give the protocol in which we will be signing this document so that we will do it within the shortest time possible. We will start with the professor, the first one to sign, then his signature. Well, I first want to give the protocol how we are going to proceed. So his signature will be witnessed by Patrick Mwansia, the acting director. From there, we'll go now to WRRI, Wanchira Athai, and our signature will be witnessed by Benson Ireri. Then after that, now we'll go to His Excellency, who will sign. And his signature will also be witnessed by CCM Waziri Chinyabasa Chua. After that, we will now have His Excellency and the Professor. Benson, can support, you can assist me. Patrick, once here, kindly support with the signature of the person. For Professor. Thank you, Excellency. Can you just step forward and witness the signature of His Excellency? Thank you, Engineer. You can receive my seat. Your Excellency, at this particular time, let me now request Professor, Your Excellency, and Chair to step forward. And now I will unveil this document to the world, so that when they will be coming to benchmark, they know where to get them very fast.
I know what you want. I can see it.
Shall we from this side and this way? Otherwise, we'll be all looking in different directions.
So can you tell us what side?
When I there.
Oh, son.
You ready?
Solar, sun.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Maybe for the video, Your Excellency, maybe for the video, we can have the three of you try to exchange the document. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, kindly, can I see your seats?
Thank you.
We'll now go now to the second last session. And now we will have now the MOU between the county government of MAKUENI Stratmore University and Kenya Small Business Development Center Program Manager. And this will be we will now allow me, Your Excellency, now to call for the program manager, Kenya Small Business Development Centers, to come and start signing the MOU. Thank you. Your Excellency, you will allow me to request you to sign the MOU. I think the second steps forward, I sure want to inform you that this is not my also involved. Thank you, Your Excellency. You can see the situation. I wish to call for the ECM trade step forward.
relationship, as Prof had said, it's a marriage, right? So it's for life, but just, keep such a good presentation. So much for being present, for walking this journey with us. It's a continuous reminder that this energy plan, it's not Strathmore's, neither is it WRI's, it's actually belonging to MAKUENI County. So thank you to the CEOs for your participation throughout the course of the 2 days. Thank you to the technical working group, for also being present and for your continuous presence as we work together. And finally, thank you so much to our leadership. I know your schedules are very busy, so we don't take it for granted when you join us. Indeed, we feel supported as we continue taking this journey forward. And we take forth your challenge with such seriousness. I think whenever we do these meetings, Benson will bear me witness, we have more energy. We don't even sleep after this because someone is waiting for us.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for that. So just before we come to the close of the session, I would wish to invite our Global MD for Partnership in Africa, Wanjira Madai, to come and give the governor a present that we have for him as an appreciation to the partnership that we have been experiencing so far. And perhaps also Professor Israel, if you can come and present the
Thank you, Benson. Gift giving is a thing. It cements friendships, it cements partnerships, and I like what you said. These partnerships are friendships. I'm going to take that with me. So on behalf of the World Resources Institute, PACT, Strathmore, all of us, they want us here for good reason. We really want to thank you, really, because this partnership is the beginning, it's not the end. We are cementing this, but we are starting something big. And I was just whispering to Professor that for so long we are looking for the perfect mix of partners that can catalyze exponential change. And I think we have a good feeling about this one. So on behalf of all of us, I accept this gift. And thank you.